Ladies and gentlemen, imagine walking into a bright lit store. Rackets of clothes smear with the latest trends. You support an stylish t-shirt just for $5, and without a second thought, you buy it and wear it for once for Instagram photo. And then toss it aside. Sounds familiar? This is fast fashion. Convenient, cheap, and always on trend. But what if I told you that $5 t-shirts come from a hidden price? One that our planet and millions of grammars workers and paying for every single day. According to the United Nations Environment Programme, the fashion industry is the second largest consumer of water and produces 10% of global carbon emissions, more than all international flights and migrant shopping combined. And doing the in-depth research and making personal change in my fashion habits. I'm here today to share why the fast fashion is not harmless as it looks. I want to persuade that you fast fashion is both environmentally destructive and ethically irresponsible, and it pollutes nature, exploits the workers, and encourages a mindset of wasteful overconsumption. But together, we can change this through awareness and responsible choice. Let's start with the most urgent issues, the environment. Every year, the fashion industry has more than 92 million tons of waste. That's the equivalent of one garbage truck full of clothes, but deducted with every second. These garments are often made with synthetic materials like polyester and nylon, fabric that takes 100 years to decompose and release the microplastic into the ocean every time they wash them. And the water, like it takes 2,700 liters of water to produce just one cotton shirt. It's enough for a person to drink for 2.5 years. Additionally, Tesla dying for is the second largest polluter of the water in worldwide. Rivers and developing country has turned toxic because the chemicals and used for garment factories, and the chemicals were seeped into the soil and poison marine life. In short, every chip of it comes to a massive environmental cost. But it's not just about the environment, it's about people too. To keep production cheap, fast fashion brand outsource the manufacturing and to the how low-income countries. And the workers may from whom women, even children. They pay the below minimum wage, work excessive hours, and often operating in the dangerous and regulated conditions. Do you remember the Rana Plaza closure in Bangladesh in 2013? A building that housed several garments factory collapsed and killing 1,100 workers and injured more than 2,500. And why they were working in such unsafe condition? So the company was in the West will sell $5 t-shirts. When we support the fast fashion, whether knowingly or not, we're supporting the exploitation. Fast fashion does not just harm others, it also affects how we think. Brands then release the new collection every week and creating a constant pressure to stay fashionable. We were being trained to think that rapid outfit is embarrassing and wearing the last season's style is unacceptable. Social media of influence marketing and make it worse. What constantly bombarded with the house OOTD post and flash sale and encouraging to buy the impulsive and discard quickly. Research shows that the most clothing items worn and less than 5 times before they're being thrown away. It isn't just bad for our planet, and it's bad for our wallet and our values. But here is some goose, and there is a better way. we can choose sustainable fashion options that are both ethical and eco-friendly. And the first one is buy a second-hand and vintage clothes. It's unique, affordable, and reduce the demand of new production. Thrift stores, online resale apps, and community swap, they're also good place to start. Second one is the support ethical brands to prioritize fair wage and safe working conditions and environmentally friendly materials. And the third one is read clothes is a special occasion for to try clothing web swap even with friends. And most importantly, embrace minimalism. Buy less, choose better. Instead of choose 10 cheaper made shirts, invest 2 or 3 high quality ones that last. Sustainable fashion. In conclusion, fast fashions may seem convenient and affordable, but just not true and stretching. It's floating over river, filling over ocean with plastic, destroying ecological system, and export the most vulnerable people in the world. All of clothes will wear just a few minutes. Next time you're tempted to buy a cheap deal, I urge you to pause and ask, do I really need this? Can I borrow or buy more ethically? Each choice we make as a consumer is a vote, and it's enough for us to choose wisely. We can serve this industry towards the sustainable and justice. Let's not just wear clothes, let's wear our value, and together we can change the fashion and form a destruction into the force of for good. Thank you for listening.